Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos of the Packers every day, Monday through Friday. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We continue our training camp preview position by position, taking a look at three big questions facing the Packers at defensive tackle as we prepare for training camp. Obviously, as of now, the starters are Kenny Clark and Devonte Wyatt, with Carl Brooks and Colby Wooden providing experienced backups. Warren Brinson, Nazir Stackhouse, Cameron Young, James Esther, Keith Randolph, and Nesta Jade Silvera are all competing for roster spots. First big question at the defensive tackle position: can Kenny Clark bounce back? Here is a three-time Pro Bowler, a former first-round pick out of UCLA. From way back in 2016, his play fell off dramatically last year. Went from a career high 7.5 sacks in 2023 down to just 1, and he just wasn't getting penetration into the opposing team's backfield, which is one of the things that made him an elite defensive tackle. Before last year, he was one of the few DTs from who could both plug the run and get pressure on opposing quarterbacks. But last year, he played with a broken toe, which we didn't actually learn until OTAs this year, when he kind of revealed the extent of the injury. And it definitely had an effect, an adverse effect, on his burst and explosiveness. And those are two of the things that make him a really effective defensive tackle. Now, he's going to turn 30 in October, and the key question here is, was the injury the big reason for the decline in Clark's play, or is Father Time starting to catch up with him? 9+ seasons now in the NFL certainly do take a toll on your body. Look, if we can get back to something close to where Clark was a year or two ago, I think the Packers will be in great shape, and I am a big Kenny Clark fan, so I hope he is able to come back and get the job done for the Packers in the upcoming season. Question number 2, will Devonte Wyatt have a breakout season? Now, the Packers just picked up Wyatt's 5th-year option, but he is not signed to a long-term deal. So as of now, he's back in 2026 on that 1-year contract. The former first-round pick out of Georgia does a good job of pressuring quarterbacks, but he's not been a big starter. He had 5 sacks last year, but didn't start any games and played just 41% of the Packers' defensive snaps in the 14 games that he played. Now, obviously, he's going to need to be a little more consistent and play the run a little bit better if he's going to really drastically increase his playing time. If he stays fully healthy, though, he could earn a very lucrative long-term second contract with the Packers. And let's not forget that, a guy like that, if he can get 7, 8 sacks, you combine the pass rushing skills of Kenny Clark 2 years ago and Devonte Wyatt reaching his potential, you could have a very effective combination in the interior of the line, especially on must-passing situations. Question number 3, how do the Packers replace TJ Slaton? Yeah, we've talked a lot about pass rush so far when analyzing the defensive tackles, but TJ Slaton was that big nose tackle in the middle of the defensive line who could occupy 1, sometimes 2 blockers, and then free up his teammates to make tackles and make plays. He was a run-stuffing specialist. It's not a job that gets you a lot of headlines and a lot of notice from fans, because when you do your job well, essentially you allow other people to get on the stat sheet. But Green Bay needs to find a replacement now that Slaton is gone, signing as a free agent. And the Packers did address this position on day 3 of the draft, adding Warren Brinson in the 6th round out of Georgia. Then signing nose tackle Nazir Stackhouse, also from Georgia, as an undrafted free agent. So those two are in competition. Cameron Young, who played for the Seahawks a year ago, those are the three favorites to become the new nose tackle. And look, under Jeff Hafley a year ago, the Packers' run defense got significantly better, and they need to continue to stop the run well in order to have an elite defense, and they are capable of doing it. We may end up seeing a rotation between multiple players at this position until somebody establishes themselves as the guy. But throughout training camp and the preseason, look to see who is going to be that nose tackle who occupies blockers and helps stuff the run. It's a position that the Packers need to fill now that TJ Slaton is gone. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles about the Packers Monday through Saturday. Hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode here of the Daily Packers Post on YouTube. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. And, of course, go Pack Go.